So this problem came in JEE Main 2023. So in this question, we are asked to find a remainder when this quantity is divided by 49. So see, if we try to solve it in any other way, for example, if I try looking at 19 and then divided by 49, and we know there is a remainder theorem, as in like we can find it out. So one way we can find it out is this, which is something which we'll try first and see that how it goes. So in one case, if we try to look at 19 and then maybe look at what will happen when 19 is multiplied by 19, right? We get 361. And when we divide this by 49, then we get some remainder, right? But whether we'll be able to get any kind of repetitive pattern or not, if you just try it out, you will understand that you're not going to get any repetitive pattern. So let's try first this. So 49 and then this. So this could be maybe 7 times. So this will be 7 nines are 63 and then 6 and 7 fours are 28 and 6, 34, right? So then what I get a remainder as 18, right? Now 18 is a remainder. Now if I look at the way we try to solve this remainder problem is like 19 raised to the power 200 could be now reduced to first, maybe I could write it as 19 square to the power 100. And then when I divide this 19 square, which is 361 by 49, then what I get a remainder is 18. So then 18 is the remainder which I'll be writing and then 100. Then again, I'll be trying to do this 18 into 18, which will be 324 to the power 100. And then again, let's start dividing it by, no. So 18, if I did 18 square, meaning what I mean to say here is that if I did 18 square, then this will be 18 square to the power 50. This will be 324 to the power 50. And then if I again try to divide it by 19 and find the remainder, I'm not getting any sort of repetitive pattern and it keeps going. So one way to solve is this, that you keep dividing it by the number, find the remainder, and then keep squaring it or whatever be the power, and then you keep going that way. But this does not seem to be working, and I could check with this one also, and it will not sort of work. Then what else we can do? So we can look at this as that can we solve it using binomial expansion. And when you look at 19 closely, you could write 19 as 21 minus 2. And why are we doing this? We could have gone closer to 49, but we are not able to go there. So we are looking at the factor of 7 at least. So this 21 is going to be divisible by 7, and we will see how does it help us. Similarly, 23 could be written as 21 plus 2. And when you look at this entire thing, right now, this expression could be written as 21 minus 2 to the power 200 and plus 21 plus 2 raised to the power 300, or rather 200, sorry. And now I could do a binomial expansion of all this. So when you do this, so for the first part you will get 200 C0, and that will be 21 raised to the power 200. Then the next one will be 21 200 C1, and this will be 21 raised to the power 199, right? Because this is 200 minus 1, 199 into minus 2 raised to the power 1. And plus, let's write one more, 200 C2, and this will be 21 raised to the power 198 into minus 2 raised to the power 2 square. And this keeps going until I reach to the end, which is 200 C 200, and this will be minus 2 raised to the power 200. So this is the first part, and that's if I look at the second part over here, right? So what do I get in the second part is basically 200 C0 again, the first term into 21 raised to the power 200. and then I get plus 200C1 into 21 raised to the power 199 into minus 2 raised to the power 1. Here it is plus 2, so it's plus 2 raised to the power 1. So I don't have to write plus 2, like let's write just 2 raised to the power 1 itself. And then let's write one more just like this other one, 200C2, and this will be 21 raised to the power 198 into minus 2 raised to the power, again I'm writing minus 2, it's actually plus 2 here. So into 2 raised to the power 2. And then I keep going, and then the last one will be 200C200. And then this will be minus plus 2 raised to the power 200. So if you look at all these odd terms, they will get cancelled out because here it is plus, and the next one will again be, all these are, or even terms are actually positive, or other, I could say odd terms are positive, and the one which is having the odd power of minus 2 is gonna be negative. So this and this, and in that way all that will cancel out. So what I get is 2 times 200C0, 21 to the power 200, and then I get 200C2, 21 raised to the power 198 into, now minus 2 square will be plus 2 square itself, so 2 square, and then I keep going, and then what I get in the end is 200C 200, 2 raised to the power 200. So what will be the term before that? As in, like if I look at this, the term before that will be actually 200C 198, and this will have 2 raised to the power 198 into 21 raised to the power 2. So why am I writing this is because if you see 21 square, 21 is 21 into 21, and so 21 could be written as 7 into 3, and this could be also written as 7 into 3. So 49 is already present here. So in all these terms, 49 is present. So all can be actually divisible by 49. So the term which will be only remaining if I divide it by 49 is this term, which is the last one. And this could be equal to 2 into 200C 200 is actually 1 into 2 raised to the power 200. So this is what will be the remainder, actually 2 raised to the power 200. But this is not something which we want, right? We want to get even the smaller number, right? So now again, we have to do it one more time and look at 2 raised to the power 200. Again, as we are not getting closer to, let's say, 49, let's get closer to 7 again here. So what we are meaning is 2 raised to the power 200 could be written as, again, 2 raised to the power 3. And this could be raised to the power, I think, 67, right? So 3 7s are 21, and yeah, 67. So now this is raised to the power 67. What is 2 raised to the power 3? 8. 8 could be written as 1 plus 7 raised to the power 67. Now I could write again 1 plus 7 as same way binomial expansion, that this is 67C0 and then plus 67C1 into 7 raised to the power 1 plus 67C2, 7 raised to the power 2, and then I keep going, and then 67 7 raised to the power 49. Why 49? It has to be 67 itself. So again, look at all these terms. All of them is having power of 7 square, 7 cube, all that. So they all will be divisible by 49. So again, if I divide this by 49, all I'm getting is this is what will be my remainder. So let's look at this. Again, we will further simplify it. So 67C0 will be 1. 67C1 will be 67 into 7, right? So let's look at what is this. 67 into 7 is 7 7s are 49, and then 7 6 42, and plus 4 46, and then plus 1 is gonna be 470. Now let's divide 470 again by 49 and then see what is my final remainder. So maybe this will go in, let's say 9 times. Let's try it out. So 9 9 is 81, which is 8, and then 9 4 is 36 and 8 is 44, right? So then what I get is 29. So finally, this is what will be my remainder. So 29 is my remainder, and that is how we do it. Okay. So in here as well, we use the same concept as in, like, first we kind of figured out, if I divide by 49, what do I get as a remainder? So this is 2 raised to the power 201 is what we got as a one remainder. Then again we further divided by 49 to get this. Then I got this as a remainder. Again I divided by 49 to figure out what is my remainder. So this is what we do here as well. But here there was no what you call pattern emerging, and we were not getting closer to 49 or something. So this was actually becoming longer. So that's the reason we had to abandon this, and then we had to resort to our binomial theorem approach. All right. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in your doubt section and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you for watching.